Good evening, class. Once again, we meet. My name is Francesca Bridley, and I will be doing my informative speech on how to raise a child 0 to 6 years of age. I know many people may think that they have an opinion about how to raise a child, but some do not have children. So this main purpose for this informative speech is to reach out and inform potential expectant parents, potential parents of the future, and also parents that are parents now. Me, myself, being a mother of one, it was kind of hard knowing that I was about to have a child, and it was my first child. Now he's 6, and I can honestly say I'm fairly proud of myself. The first part we'll touch base on is old school versus new school parenting. Old school parenting is you take a belt or a ruler and you chastise the child for doing something wrong. New school parents have put children in timeout. Me per se myself, I choose to do timeout, and sometimes I also chastise my child physically. Some may call me a bad parent, but I feel like enforcing the chastising, not bad, but mild chastising, he understands that I should never do this again. Once I do the timeout measure, he never really think about what he's done. He sits there for the time being, and then he'll go back and repeat it. So me, myself, I choose old school. Now, from some research that I did on parents.com, it taught that the reinforcement of positive feedback for children have somehow helped them develop better and to mind the parents more. Also, on thejigsaw.com, it shows stages of 0 to 3 months, which is the part where the babies, the infants, they cry a lot. That is a reach out for them to say, I need you, something's wrong. And then 4 to 6 months is when they come to the stages of realizing what their fingers are, their mouth, their nose, their ears, and their toes. Then you get to the 6 to 9 months is where they then begin to really understand mentally what they're feeling, what they're touching, right from wrong. And then you have 10 to 12 months, which is from 10 to 1 years old. This is when they start to be able to get into things more, try to understand what things are more. This is where it is very vital that as a parent you step in and you try to approach them and get them to understand, once again, right from wrong. And then you get to the 2 to 4 years of age. This is where they then discipline. They know what discipline is. They know right from wrong. They understand it, and they try not to make mommy or daddy upset. And then you get from 4 to the age of 6, which I myself can give you a few examples of my experience. When my son was smaller, as a baby, this was my first child, so it was kind of a new walk in the ballpark for me, per se. I learned a lot. I learned the amount of food he can intake. I learned the amount of coolness of water and heat of water that his body could stand. I knew when something hurt him. I knew when something made him happy. I knew when he was excited. I knew when he was sad. My son did not start walking until his very first birthday party at the age of 1. I myself as a parent have always protected him and sheltered him. So he saw a group of pigeons at the park where we had his birthday party. And everyone was telling me to just calm down and see what he does. Well, he began to walk, and he then began to run to try to grab the pigeon. This was a point that I knew my baby was no longer my baby. He was now moving into the toddler stages. From 1 to 5, my son grew tremendously, mentally, physically, and spiritually. My son, I can honestly say I'm proud to be his mother. I am a single parent, so therefore it was kind of hard at first for me being a single parent, but I am proud to say that I think that I'm a great parent. And for those of you that feel like you would like to become a parent, it's the best decision that you could ever make. Children are a blessing. But we as parents have to know when right is wrong on our own behalf, because parents also learn from their children. I hope that you all enjoyed my informative speech. And until next time, have a wonderful day.